Good day to everyone, and in this video we will see the open circuit characteristic and OC characteristic and short circuit characteristic of the alternator. Okay, OC means open circuit. Okay, of the alternator. Okay, so yeah. So open circuit characteristics are given by are always drawn between the we open circuit the the alternator, and we increase the field current. Okay, so we see the plot between the IF and VOCC. Okay, and if there is an air core, then this will be a straight line. Okay, but we use a core as some iron, so our this line gets modified. Okay, so that is our core saturates at some point. So this is a saturation. That is, no matter you increase your field current, but the VOCC will remain constant. Okay, so this is the region of saturation. So in this thing, you just need to remember is that your VOCC is root 3 times EF. And what is this EF? This is the excitation voltage. Okay, and always remember what I told you about the excitation voltage, that is from the equivalent circuit of the synchronous machine. Okay, you can search for that video on our website electricaldiaries.in if you don't know about this. Okay, so always remember this, that your VOCC is what, like your stator is star connected. Let us say if your stator is star connected, then your VOCC will be this thing, and this is a uh, line voltage, and EF is your per phase excitation voltage. So that is why your VOCC is always root 3 times EF. Okay, so that is the logic behind taking. Always in numericals, never forget to take this in this fashion. Okay, and when this is valid, when your stator winding is in the star connected form. Okay, and more clarity you can get from the equivalent circuit of the alternator. So now we will see the short circuit characteristics. Okay, so in the short circuit characteristics, see, this is your equivalent circuit, that is EF, your synchronous reactance. Okay, I have neglected the armature resistance and you shorted it. This is your ISC, or you can say as IA. Okay, or for the star connected winding, you can draw the above diagram in this fashion, also like this thing, shorted. Okay, so that is also one thing. So in the star, I phase is equal to I line. Okay, so no worries about that. So now we plot the IF and IA. Okay, so as you increase the field current, your IA will also increase. Okay, and RA is neglected. So you remember these two figures, and what are we doing? Now the questions are usually formed from the topic of that is, you have to find your excess, saturated, and excess unsaturated. Okay, you might have to find these things in any question. Okay, so now for excess saturated, you see the previous curves. Okay, so I will draw those curves here. Your VOCC was with respect to field, and your IA, armature current, with respect to field. Okay, so this was your air gap line, and your curve was, so air gap lines means if your core is of air, then this would be the curve between VOCC and IF. But your core is some iron material, so it gets saturated at some field current. So that is this thing. Okay, if you don't know the meaning of saturation, then you can also search on our website. Okay, so anything if you don't know, then you search for those things in our website electricaldiaries.in and you may find them. Okay, and if you're not finding them, then you can always ask in our doubt section. Okay, so IA, IF. So yeah, the curve here will be this way. So now look carefully. First you will calculate your excess saturated. Okay, so you calculate your excess saturated. Yeah, so see, for excess saturated you will see the saturation region. Here in this figure the saturation region is this, in this figure it is directly proportional to IA. Okay, so your excess saturated will be given by what? Your VOCC. Always remember your equivalent circuit diagrams are per phase, so we will take the per phase voltage VOCC by root 3, and this is VOCC saturated, that is this constant value. Okay, this point will be VOCC sat. Okay, this is excess saturated VOCC sat by and divided by some your IA. So you can write it down by K2IF. See why I am doing, where I am applying this KVL. I am applying this KVL in the equivalent circuit, this circuit. Okay. So what will be your excess? That is EF divided by your IA. And EF for the saturation region, I will take the EF in this region. And what is EF in this region? VOCC by root 3. Okay. And why we are taking root 3? Because it is a star connected. So you have to remember in this fashion. Okay. So that is the only thing that people do mistake in these questions. Now your second part is your excess unsaturated. Okay, your excess unsaturated will be equal to EF by again IA. Okay, and what will be your EF? See, this time your EF unsaturated region is this region. Okay, so it is a proportional to IF. So it will be written by what? K1 IF, and you have to take the phase voltage by root 3. Okay, always remember this. Divided by your what? IA will be proportional to IF only, so it will be K2 IF. So this whole comes out to be a constant, excess unsaturated. K1 by root 3, K2 is a constant at particular IF. That is, if IF is equal to constant, then only this whole thing is constant. That we can easily see from this expressions. Okay, so that is the conclusion that we could make from this whole discussion is that your excess saturated is inversely proportional to your IF. Okay, see, this we can see from this expression, and your excess unsaturated is directly proportional to is a constant. Okay, when your IF is constant. Okay, that we have seen. So excess unsaturated is constant, and your excess saturated is inversely proportional to your field current. Okay, so if these two curves you remember, and you remember these things, that is your equivalent circuit, then you will never ever confuse in these things, excess saturated and excess unsaturated. Okay, so this is all about the concept of this video. Okay, so that is how you need to approach such questions. Okay, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe Electrical Diaries, and visit our website for more, and visit our channel also on YouTube. Okay, thank you guys.